Hi everybody, Cohh here, this time with another thoughts video on Sons of the Forest. As being one of the first kind of big early access games, The Forest was a super cool creative sandbox. It really did push the survival genre forward. And when Sons of the Forest was announced, I was pretty freaking excited for it. I did play Sons of the Forest when it came out in early access a long time ago. When I played it then, I had I enjoyed it, but it clearly wasn't done. There were some things about it that were not decisions that I really liked so much. Like the one thing that I loved about the first game, there were all these cool discoveries at the end of the first one, and everything kind of made sense at the end. I feel like this game was the opposite. What was the point of the cube? Why was the woman a blob of flesh afterwards? What did we do about the blob of flesh afterwards? Where was the dad? The dad got into the cube and then he just disappeared. And then was that him on the helicopter? What? Wait, what? What? But I did hope throughout the course of early access and 1.0 that we would see a lot of that get kind of, fixed up, changed, balanced, that kind of thing. Hi. You got 3 legs and it's weird, but I mean, I'm here for it. Hi. Hi. Oh, and there she goes. Now that I have beaten the game in 1.0, I can safely say they didn't really change anything I was hoping for. And the game is pretty much where I thought it was in early access, which is a good survival game. It's pretty, it's fun. There are parts about it I really do enjoy. Like I love the kind of sci-fi atmosphere. I love exploring the caves and finding new technology and things like that.
There's got to be a way to open this. A key. Something.
Arm's looking good, bro.
Something's happening. It's working.
But I will say that this game does some things to the survival genre that I'm not super jazzed about, and it also changed some things from the original Forest that I actually kind of preferred in the first Forest. To start with, base building in this game is entirely optional, and they don't really do enough to reward players that want to engage in it, especially in solo play. Dude, this building system is phenomenal, and honestly, maybe one of the first actual steps forward we've seen in a game like this for a long time. Almost everything you need to do in this game, you can do while moving. And I think that that's both cool and not so cool. It makes it so it's really easy and intuitive to just keep moving forward, but it makes it so you almost never really have to stop. By exploring, you will always have more food than you need. It's really easy to get water. It's really easy to set up and break down camps. It's to the point where there's so many resources and there's so many things that a lot of times I kind of forgot I was playing a survival game, and it felt more kind of like an action game. I wasn't having to really think about the survival elements at all. And the part that kind of counterbalanced this in a way that wasn't very favorable, the action parts of the game aren't great. The gunplay isn't very great. Oh. Nope. The melee isn't very great. I feel like the Forest 1 really focused on the survival elements, and that's one of the reasons it was so good. But I feel like in the Forest 2, they moved more to the exploration action elements, and I don't know if I really like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, I do want to mention, you can, of course, build a base. Hell yeah. Now let's just celebrate. It's just that the game doesn't reward you for it. In fact, it kind of punishes you for it. Because if you build a base, you have to deal with raids, but you don't really get anything from your base. You constantly have to spend time going back to it. There's no systems to enable you to get back and forth to it quickly. The time that you spend building your base, you get more resources just going out and exploring. So again, from a design perspective, it feels kind of like it's two different games. And I don't really like that. I much like my survival games where all of the elements intelligently and intuitively kind of build on each other, where in this game, it feels like there's almost 2 different elements going in parallel. The main story and everything was kind of cool, but there were some parts of it that are kind of boggling to me in terms of like how and why did you do this? Especially as you get more and more towards the end, some of the decision making from both the design and story perspective becomes very strange. The power of Cohh compelled you. Why, in the name of Jesus Christ, did you include his name and demons and the cross? Like there are clearly aliens. Oh my God. Are you dead? That is quite clearly an alien thing. Like it's like they couldn't decide if they wanted to do aliens or religion, so they just put both in and hope no one asked any questions. Why does the cross work against the alien things?
Burn in hell, you heathen.
And they never explain it. AoE, holy damage.
Get him with the power of God.
Are they trying to say that the alien world is hell?
I saw it in a dream.
Like, it's just so weird. It's so weird. I did still have fun in this game. There are hints of a next one.
Timmy presents the Doctor with a sample of solophyte, which supposedly contains life-saving properties if harnessed correctly. And after Timmy was able to free himself of his mutant shackles, he's now a pharmaceutical king. And in a not-so-shocking turn of events, Timmy ends up discovering another island filled to the brim with solophyte.
How are you gonna tease Forest 3 in the ending where you flee the island? Come on, man. This is like where all the meat, this was the ending.
And unsurprisingly goes missing afterwards. Well, I guess that's the sequel sorted then.
It's one of those ones that I always enjoy playing, and I'm always looking forward to the next one. And hopefully we'll see kind of the next Forest return more to its kind of like one roots, and maybe not so much the direction it's going into. But hey, we'll see. Thank you for this, for watching this thoughts video, and as always, bye-bye. What? Bye. Why does Cohh hate Jesus? I just want to either go full Jesus or no Jesus. You don't half-ass Jesus. You full-ass him.